What's up, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So today I was watching Get Up, and it's a show with Jalen Rose, Mike Greenberg, and sometimes they have special guests in and out. Stephen A. will come, Jay Williams will come, Seth Greenberg will come as well. But they discuss sports topics. So a young man by the name of R.J. Hampton, who happens to be the number 5 overall high school basketball player. He's the number 5 ranked player in high school basketball. He went on the show to announce that he was foregoing college eligibility and he was going to elect to play professional basketball in Australia. Now you got some individuals saying that, these kids don't get it. It's all about the wrong things for them. They don't really think about having the chance to win a national championship with a group of young men. They won't get that college experience. They won't get the experience of what it feels like to play for a university with the university name on your chest and represent the university and try to get a common goal with young kids. And yeah, you can say they're missing out on that. But let me just say this, man. I'm not mad at R.J. Hampton at all. Go get your money, young man. Go get your money because the NCAA is not going to give it to you at all. And if they do give it to you, it has to be under the table where if it comes up, if they find out that you accepted money, you get embarrassed. Your name gets plastered all over ESPN, all over the town newspaper, and you get shamed, right? Even after you move on, from school. I watched Reggie Bush get embarrassed. Well, I don't know if he was really embarrassed, but they tried to embarrass him. Talk about how much he took money from. Well, he took money from this guy and that guy, and his family was getting all these illegal plane trips, and they made this man give back his Heisman Trophy that he earned. Hands down earned because he took some money that he probably needed to get his family to come and see him play, or get his family to come travel and they want to come travel and see him play. He earned that money. That year, Reggie Bush was the most dynamic player that I ever seen in NCAA football, period. And I'm 26. Reggie Bush was like, he was doing video game stuff in real life. And he was the best college football player by far. And you got individuals. He was bringing in all that money for USC, all that bread for USC. People coming to the games with Reggie Bush jerseys, coming and buying the NCAA college sports games because they wanted to play with Reggie Bush in the college football game and all of that. And Reggie wasn't getting a coin legally, at least, and then when he took some money, he gets, obliterated in the paper and you get humiliated. You got to give me that trophy back. Give it back to me. What? He earned that. So why should R.J. Hampton have to subject himself to that? Right? He's gonna go somewhere where he can play, and it will be legal for him to get paid for his contributions on the court. So go play professional, young man. People will tell kids, you go to college. It's going to help you. It's going to help your game get better. It's going to help you evolve as a basketball player. Is it really that 1 year? That 1 year doesn't do much for player development. Now, if you stay 3 or 4 years, I'm sure it will help you develop as a basketball player. Maybe even 2. But 1 year, come on, man. The NCAA introduced this rule for kids, that one and done rule, so that the NCAA can make money off of these kids for 1 year. They like, hold on, wait a second. We got this straight to the NBA rule. How about we make these kids like Zion Williamson, Jahlil Okafor, Andrew Wiggins? How about we make these kids come to school first? They come to school first and we can make our money off of these phenoms. We can get, we can strike these deals with CBS because, we host a tournament on CBS networks. And people would love to see Zion playing in the tournament. So, of course, we're gonna strike this deal. Give us that $1 billion deal for us to showcase Zion on your network, for us to showcase Andrew Wiggins on your network, for us to showcase Ja Morant on your network. Give us that big time deal that we looking for at CBS. TNT, give us that big time TV deal. That's what they do. You know what? Okay, we got these young men coming to our school. Give me $80 for that Zion Williamson jersey. It don't got his name on it, but we know that number, whatever. No, I don't even know what number Zion had. Y'all can let me know. We know that number that represents him, and y'all know he wears that number. So we're gonna charge you $80 for this jersey so you can, wear Zion Williamson's likeness. And everybody else in the university getting paid off of it except those kids. And if they get paid under the table, they get embarrassed and they get their whole legacy stripped away from the school. We saw what happened with Jalen Rose in the Fab Five. They tried to act like they were never there when the kids went to back-to-back national championship games. Didn't win, but it was prominent for the school. They were so proud of it that they hung up banners. And when they took money, they tried to shame them, act like it never happened. No, you remember, because y'all made a nice amount of money off them kids. Y'all made a nice amount of money off them kids playing at y'all school. So now, now you trying to act like it doesn't matter, it doesn't count. Nah, y'all made y'all money now, so now it doesn't count. Well, give back the money y'all made from that year. So I ain't mad at RJ Hampton, man. Go ahead and get your bread. You can get injured in college, and they say, come to college so you can develop. Nah, if you go on 1 year, for players that's one and done, I have no problem with it. If you're a surefire lottery pick, go get your bread. Now, if a player, you're a tweener, they don't really know about you, you may need to go to college and develop. Go to the college game and showcase your ability so that you can actually develop. But for these blue chip athletes, they don't have nothing to showcase. They can showcase their talent in the professional ranks because the scouts already know how good they are. They already projected them to go big. Go get your bread. Show how good you are against legitimate pros. And maybe that could increase your draft stock from 5 to maybe 1. Who knows? Who knows? But you're getting paid probably $1 million, much more that you could get from NCAA. And you can take that money legally without having to hide it. Go get your bread, player. I'm not mad at you. Go get your money because you deserve it. You deserve it. Zion almost had a knee injury that probably could have messed up a lot of bread for him. So it's no way he coming back to Duke. He had Duke and could have had a horrific knee injury, a crazy knee injury that would have probably derailed. I knock on wood. I never want that young man to get hurt. Great kid, great player, fun to watch. I don't want any players. I hate when any athlete gets hurt. Let me add that. But he could have had a knee injury and Zion Mania probably could have never happened. While then look, he's not gonna get the sponsorships, he's not gonna get that big time money that everybody just thought was just waiting on the other side of the door for him because he went to college. Instead of getting him some revenue, NCAA hasn't figured out a way to pay these kids legally. So now he has to accept money under the table and risk getting his eligibility snatched that way, risk getting his accomplishments being snatched. He could win the NCAA tournament. He could have won an NCAA tournament, and they can say, oh, it never existed because you took $100 for your mama to get a plane ticket to come visit you playing out here. Like, nah, man. Nah. I'm cool on that. RJ Hampton, he cool on that. He probably a top 5 pick. Maybe, probably, I don't know. Maybe a top 5 pick. Maybe it could be higher than that. He I'm going to go take my talents overseas. I'm going to get my $1 million. Probably get him a little $1 million deal and do his thing. Just like Brandon Jennings did. Although Brandon Jennings didn't play that well over there. He still got drafted in what? He was a lottery pick. Hands down. So it was what it was. But people say this, they use collegiate athletes under the guise that these kids getting this education. You're getting this prestigious education. And so school is not free. First of all, I'm going to tell y'all, man, that education not free because for one, they always going to workouts. They tired every single day. They can't do nothing else. They really focus on being an athlete more than a student. And anybody that's at a big time collegiate program, even if it's not big time, even the smaller scale schools, they focus on athletics. The athletes focus on athletics more than academics. But let me tell y'all this, man. Them kids is one and done players, man. First of all, that 1 year education ain't gonna do much for you. And a one and done player, after December, them boys, they not going to class. Most of them not going to class at all. Why? Because they already were eligible. They already went to class for that first semester in order to be eligible for the second semester. If they have no intentions on returning to school, why would they go to their second semester classes? The second semester would only determine if you're eligible for your sophomore year, which they don't care about because they're trying to go to the league. So they're not getting this education that you think they're getting. Them boys going to school to become professional athletes. And that's it. And I can't get mad at RJ Hampton for foregoing his college eligibility. Instead of going to the NCAA where his earning potential will be, a cap will be put on his earning potential. He won't get paid what he's really owed. The university making these millions of dollars. They recruiting all these kids based upon the success of the athletic programs and how well the athletes do. You know, it's people that wanted to go to college because they knew Grant Hill was at Duke balling out. It's people that wanted to go to North Carolina because they knew Tyler Hansbrough and Ty Lawson and Danny Green was out there hooping. It's kids that wanted to go to Illinois because they knew D. Brown and Darren Williams and Luther Head was out there putting up buckets. It's kids that wanted to go watch these young dudes play. They wanted to go watch, who else, man? They wanted to go watch all the top kids at Kansas play. So they went to go and say, I want to go to this school. They committed to getting an education at their university strictly because those kids were elite athletes and they wanted to be at a school where they can take pride in their athletic programs. So much money gets driven in recruitment from how good these sports teams are. So much money is made for the school, and them kids ain't getting the money that they deserve. And if they getting it, they getting it under the table where things could be snatched away from them with the snap of a finger. And then it can demean their character, how their name just smeared through the mud, and how they will have their character just dragged through the mud and all of that. Because they took some money for groceries or something like that. They took some money for their mama to come fly out and come watch them play. They took some money so their mama can have lights and heat in the house. All of that, you know what I mean? So I ain't mad at RJ, man. Go ahead, get your millions of dollars. Get your $1 million. Go ahead, do your thing against these professionals and get yourself ready for the pros, man. At least, you know, knock on wood, if something were to happen, you get your bread. You got your bread right now instead of going to college and you making the NCAA and the school all this money and you ain't got a penny. Go ahead, do your thing. I wish you well. I hope you go to the league, be a lottery pick, and show up and show out and make all the people that's mad and saying you an unselfish kid and you only want bread, make them eat their words. Because I promise you, if they were in your position, if they had the skill level that you had, the craftsmanship that you had, RJ, they would probably go get their money too and say, to hell with that education. You was only going for 1 year anyway. Go get your money. Get your money, get your millions of dollars. I'm sure a lot of people with college degrees would rather have the mega millions that you probably gonna get if you turn out to be an NBA superstar. I promise you that. I promise you, I would rather have your mega millions than college debt from getting my master's degree. I promise that, man. NCAA, man, y'all can't get mad at this, man. Y'all created this by not paying them boys their money. Y'all try to get away from making video games with them for a while until Ed O'Bannon said, Former UCLA and NBA player, former UCLA star and NBA player Ed O'Bannon said, I'm suing for using my likeness in these games. They cut the video games out. They were selling kids jerseys. They were selling kids jerseys and stuff at the school, and they still getting all these money off these TV deals, and the kids don't get nothing, at least legally. I'm RJ Hampton, man. I'm gone. I ain't mad about it. I'm finna do my thing overseas. I will see y'all in the NBA draft. That's my take on it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Peace.